Everyone. Today for your reading work, you're going to be doing some shared reading. And as you know, shared reading means that we share the reading together, meaning I read some of it and then you also practice reading it yourself. So first things first, we're going to take a look at our title. Good readers always check their title first and then their picture to see what they can predict about what they're about to read. So our title for our shared reading today is Trading for Needs and Wants. And as you know, our essential question that we're working on in this unit is making choices about things that we need and things that we want. So you guys have a little bit of background knowledge about that now as we read this text. I'm going to take a look at my pictures here. And these look like maybe they're older pictures from the past. I'm going to take a closer look here and see what this man is doing here. Looks like maybe he's making something or he's cutting some wood. And then this woman here looks like she's got a basket of something and she's holding something out. Maybe it's something to eat. Remember, our title is Trading for Needs and Wants. So I'm going to keep those things in mind while I read and see what I can learn. This is informational text. It's not a story. So this is text that we read to learn new things. So let's see what we learn while we read together. So for this first read, I'm going to read out loud. So all you have to do is put on a listening cap and listen along while I read. Trading for Needs and Wants. Today, most people use money to buy things they need or want. What did they do before there was money? People traded for things. For example, someone might trade a zucchini for a pepper. A zucchini, that's that long green vegetable. A person might use an axe to chop wood to trade with someone who baked them bread. So now I'm thinking this must be a picture of a man who's chopping some wood, because that's what my text says right here, an axe to chop wood. And maybe this woman has baked some bread. So she's trading her baked bread here for this wood that this man chopped with his axe. So now I want us to read one more time. This time we'll share the reading. So I will read first, and then I want you to echo read back to me. So I'll point to the words when you take your turn reading. Take your time and try your best. Trading for needs and wants. Your turn. Today, most people use money to buy things they need or want. What did they do before there was money? People traded for things. For example, someone might trade a zucchini for a pepper. A person might use an axe to chop wood. To trade with someone who baked them bread. Isn't that interesting? So before people had money, the way that they would get the things that they needed or wanted was by trading them. You could give them something that you had to get something that they have. Very interesting. So now I want to ask you some questions that I want you to think about when you're reading this again. So the first question I want to ask you is, what do you think it is in this picture that people might want or need? And is it something that they need, or is it something that they just want? So I'm thinking that if he's cutting wood, that wood might be to make something like a house or a desk or table. And those might be things that you really, really need. Or it might be something like a toy, which maybe would be just something that you want. And then I want to wonder the same thing about this woman here. Does she have something that another person might need or something that another person might want? She's got bread that she's baked. Bread is food. So that's probably something that somebody might need. And the last question I want to ask you is, do you think that it's a good idea, this way of getting the things that you need or want? Trading. It's really different than using money to get the things that you want and need like we do now. So that's something to think about. Is trading a good idea? We know that it worked for people a long time ago, but things are different now. So that's something to think about. The last thing I want to do while we look at this text one more time is I want us to look at some letter sounds together. So the first thing I want you guys to look for right now, you guys have been working on the letter Z. Can you look at the text right now and find a word that begins with the letter Z? Did you find it? How about this one right here? Zucchini. Remember, someone might trade a zucchini for a pepper. What do you like more, zucchinis or pepper? How about this one? Can you find a word that ends with the sound X? So a final sound X. Did you find it? How about this word right here? Axe. Remember, a person might use an axe to chop wood, to trade with someone, just like this guy's doing right here. And last but not least, I want to see if you can find words that begin with the letter T. There might be a few of these. Take your time. Do you see words that begin with the T sound? It's kind of a lot of them, huh? So I found right here in our title, trading starts with T. Today, our very first word here starts with T. We've also got traded again right here. The word trade again here. And to, our sight word to, I see it again over here. And here's the word trade again. There were also words that started with TH, but that's a little bit different. That's a different sound than the T sound. Alrighty, I'm going to read through one last time. If you want to read along with me, go ahead and join me. Trading for needs and wants. Today, most people use money to buy things they need or want. What did they do before there was money? People traded for things. For example, someone might trade a zucchini for a pepper. A person might use an axe to chop wood to trade with someone who baked them bread. All right, good job, everyone. Thank you so much for reading with me. I'll see you later. Bye.